I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer celebrated the passage of the CHIPS and Science Act on Wednesday. The legislation had bipartisan support and will earmark billions in federal funds to boost U.S. semiconductor production amid a nationwide chip shortage. Schumer dubbed this a Sputnik moment, claiming that America realized, quote, another rival power would get way ahead of us if we didn't pull out all the stops. The subsidies would largely go toward U.S. companies to help fund the construction of new semiconductor fabrication plants, where the chips are created.
Thank you, Maria, and let me thank you for the great work you have done. She's been just relentless, not day in, day out, not even month in, month out, but year in, year out in getting this legislation done. I want to thank the great bipartisan coalition that we have had. Maria and Roger worked so closely together. Mark and John worked so closely together. And Todd and I got into this. I was passionate about investing in science over 5 years ago. And I talked to the heads of research institutions. I talked to companies, and they said, we are going to fall so far behind if we don't do this. And so I started thinking about it. And one day I was talking in the gym as we were sweating away on the bikes with Todd Young. And I said, you know, this really bothers me. He said, it bothers me too. And he started saying things that were the exact same things I was saying. So we became a team and put together the Endless Frontiers Act, no longer called that. I like that name. But Maria named it aptly the CHIPS and Science Act, and that's what it is, and that's what it does. But we had a great bipartisan team, and that was incredible. So Maria mentioned, these ideas may seem abstract, science, even chips, but they're concrete. Concrete in terms of millions, literally millions of American jobs. Concrete in terms of lowering people's costs. Concrete in terms of keeping America #1 in the world economy. These are real. And let me just say, this is sort of a Sputnik moment where America realized, this time it wasn't Russia but China, another rival power, would get way ahead of us if we didn't pull out all the stops. And this legislation is the first large step in pulling out all of those stops so that we can stay #1. I told my caucus the other day, our grandchildren are going to have good paying jobs in professions we don't even know because of these investments we're making today. And prices everyone knows that chips are causing car prices and phone prices and appliance prices to go up. They're going to start coming down with these investments in chip. And we've also realized that we have to think long term. All too often the Congress and America and corporate America is accused of thinking short term, next quarter, next session. For the first time on a major piece of legislation, we are thinking very long term as to what benefits America 5 years from now, 10 years from now, generations from now. That is a very, very important point. So this is transformational. I mean, I am just so excited that we have done this. It wasn't easy. There were people, some from our party who don't want to help corporations, although we put in real guardrails so they can't take this stuff and go to China, and we help labor. There are some on the right side who said, we don't believe in, quote, industrial policy. But when China and Europe are spending billions to invest, we're in a new world. Back in the 1970s, 1980s, yeah, we could say, let corporate America do it on its own. But it's a brand new world with nation states trying to overcome us, and many of them are authoritarian and will set the rules if they become the leaders in science, technology, innovation, and advanced manufacturing. So this is really a turning point day, a wonderful day, and a day that hope continues. And one final point, going back to bipartisanship. In the last little while, we have passed 3 major bipartisan pieces of legislation: the BIF, this bill, and the gun bill. We can do more in a bipartisan way. We can do more, and as leader, I will try to make that happen wherever I can. With that, now